Ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to be unlocking General Skywalker. The footage from the final tier I recorded a little while ago, so it will look like a little bit of a different background. My beard looks different, but just part of the same continuum. Today we're going to be going through every tier, although the final tier is traditionally the one that people have trouble with. And I do think I am over-prepared for Tier 2, so just know that. And then Tier 1, I also have a pretty developed Galactic Republic fleet, but I'll try to use a minimal one, not necessarily using Marauder. But you just need over 40,000 power, or 40,000 power for your ships. So it shouldn't take too much development. Gear 12 can get it done. Gear 13 is going to make it pretty easy. And we're going to be running Endurance without Marauder. Marauder definitely makes this a lot easier. But if you're not going the Galactic Republic fleet starting route, you didn't want to farm Negotiator. I think most people should eventually, but maybe you're getting ready for gas before all that. So I wanted to run the easier version, because this is just pilotless ships and single pilot ships. Something's not right, Anakin. It's too easy.
Grievous is here. I'm going to press the attack, Master.
No, Anakin, wait. So you just have to fight a bunch of Ultra Droids for a while until you get things going. If you're using Mace, always use that special, get Valor up. We don't have all the built-in protections for Anakin from Negotiator. If you use Negotiator, it's a lot easier, but it shouldn't be too bad here. You cannot straight up kill Grievous. Go with this because we're going to be trying to juice up our ultimates fast to get that protection. I do have a Relic 7 Anakin, Relic 6 5s. I have a weakish Plo Koon. It's Gear 12. Since 5s is a tank, we can force taunt there with that. And just keep going, just keep swimming. And if I get around to, I will force a taunt with Plo Koon to cleanse off there as well. And bring in Ahsoka. All these are very easily farmable ships. You don't need the full development level that I have, but this really should not be the difficult part of the event. I'm just trying to show it. And yeah, there we go. Anakin, I was right. Taboka City is under attack. This was a diversion.
I'm on my way.
You fell right into my trap. I'm not gonna have. Hey, your clone army is doomed. Victory. And Tier 2, you could run into some trouble with this if you're trying to go with like absolute minimum gear units, but I think if you just have a couple relics in there for the Delta, you're going to be just fine. I didn't remod anyone for this one. We're just running with what mods I have, which is not amazing. Only 87 speed on Padme. She is Relic 5. We got a health focus here. C-3PO plus 92 speed, not that fast. With a little bit of potency. He's got 47% extra potency. GK, character I do use heavily, not fast, just protection primaries, health primaries, health sets and defense sets, and 67% armor. Ahsoka, not my huge uses right now. 88 speed, so not very fast at all. Quick damage triangle, and then Shakti, who is missing a lot, but we're gonna leave it like that because I need to compensate for being over leveled, at least for a guide. The real value in the guide, I think, is just showing what Tier 4 is like with a minimalist approach. This has been all too easy. Define easy, General. Kenobi. It's too late. Tapioca City has fallen. That's what I want to read as. Tapoka City has fallen. I beg to differ, Grievous. So you need to take out the Magna Guards, the B1s, the B2, and then the Droideka last. You cannot kill the Droideka, obviously, with the damage immunity. Whenever we get a chance, I like to go for B2. With this, I would call Padme just so she gets some extra protection there. I do have the Zetas, makes it really easy. You know, Mass Form on B1 seems like a pretty good play. If you have any Relic Delta, I think this event becomes quite easy. Any level of Relic investment. I would say get both Zetas for Padme at least. Ahsoka is huge. I don't think you'd have to have GK. You definitely don't need any of Shock T's. You don't need any of C-3POs. Padme Zetas and Ahsoka would be the most helpful. Yep, Padme died, and we were kind of expecting all that. We can go for the Droidicus now because it don't have damage immunity. But that one got it back up. You're gonna have to take a few beatings on the way to getting everyone down. But if you do have the Zetas, it's not exactly difficult. Grievous is popping off. Now he's the last enemy. He's gonna get damage, healing immunity, but General Kenobi has a superpower. Typically, he can dispel locked debuffs, but it's not working in this event. Just all fine. I think the most important character to get some kind of relic development on would be General Kenobi, just to take the beating. His Zeta is helpful because he's getting, well, he's giving out crit immunity anyway. Well, General, it seems like your plan has failed. Ha ha ha, it was just a distraction. I'm sure Dooku's assassin has already completed her objective. Ventress, Anakin, are you there?
I'm already on it, Master.
Victory. And since Tier 3 is just a formality in a cutscene, you don't actually have to have anything. I'm not going to bother showing it in this video for the sake of time. Last tier, we have Separatist droids and Assaj, and I have some footage from a while ago. So it's going to be a bit of a switcheroo in my background, but here we go. Here's the real crux of the event. So here we go. This is what we're using for the gas. Separatist here when you're fighting gas. And I have no Zetas on anybody. I don't necessarily have the best match mods for what could optimize for each character, but I just took loadouts from my existing good characters. So this is just kind of a rough guide of it. I don't have this Omega ability. I have her basic and her AoE. She's Relic 5, Assaj is. She's going to be the main damage dealer and the one hopefully surviving with that -5 Delta. I gave her my Starkiller mods, a lot of speed, there's crit damage, some offense in there, and some health. B2, I gave my General Master Luke mods. He doesn't necessarily need to be the fastest, like my JML is, because he is going to get bonus turns, but I wanted a lot of protection. My JML has a lot of protection. He is Relic 1, so he basically Gear 13 is the value there, having all the protection of Gear 13. And same with Magna Guard, Relic 1. I gave him my Balaam Skull mods. Lots of survivability, some defense in there. A lot of speed too, which might not be necessary, but we'll see. Droidica, if you're going to mod him optimally, you want to go offense and slow. Maybe some survivability, but I slapped like Terran Malchus mods on him. So he's got some offense, crit damage, which is going to help on this basic. And again, I have no Zetas on anyone. I have all the Omegas though. All the Omegas for B1, no Zeta. Droidica and B1 are at Gear 12. And for B1, I gave him Drogon's mods. He can't crit. Again, not super optimized, but I have good speed on everybody. And we'll see how this goes with Relic Delta helping us out. So here we go. Here's the run. See how it ends up. Back in the day, Assaj was not the main character you were relying on, but since I have her R5, which is just, you know, an Erodium token, and you're good, let's see how it is. Look, it's the General. I suppose you expect me to surrender?
I thought we would leave that up to the clones this time.
Alright, let's go. It's gonna do AoE to start. See how much. Oh, there. All their protection is gone. Even 5. So that is very helpful. Let's wait till they have some buffs. If you're gonna add a Zeta, I think the single best Zeta you could add is V1. But again, I'm trying not to do that. Guesses. I'm taking these soon. We lost B1 already. Ah, dang it. Assaj. Get in here. Yeah, Assaj could be the one-person wrecking crew. Yeah, we're just not taking much damage. Yeah, this is Relic Delta really does you a solid in this event now. Like, that was not proper setup at all for anybody, except Assaj just being Relic 5. She literally tanked it all out. AoE kind of wrecks everybody. Gas stood up multiple times. This is now a very easy event, so I'd recommend people do this. No Zetas, no anything. Well, the pleasure's been all mine, Skywalker. You and my friends have stopped our attack on the city, but you won't get the satisfaction of defeating me.
Maybe this time, Ventress. Next time you won't be so lucky.
I'll be looking forward to it then. Victory. So that's how you do it in 2026. Yeah, so General Skywalker, everybody. Thanks so much for watching. Hope this helps.